Welcome back. We are continuing through these workbooks pretty quickly. We're now looking at the year tracker, and this is the page that will give you an idea of, on average, how much money you're bringing in or how much money you're losing per month. And it just helps you track everything pretty much throughout the entire course of the year. So, in the last video, you'll remember that we typed in different accounts that we have, and I mentioned that this is only for the purposes of which accounts that you might end up wanting to transfer money back and forth to. The year track is where you will actually list every single one of your accounts that you have. Now, again, you might not be as crazy as we are. We have, something like 10 different accounts, but again, I want to just have this be an opportunity for you to write everything that you do have down, because anywhere that you have money, you want to be able to track it. You want to know what's in that account, and you want to be able to see, where it's increasing or decreasing in value. So some of this will be the first couple will actually be pretty much the ones that you have in the reconciliation page. So you have your, checking account, your first one, you have your first savings account, you maybe have, for your emergency buffer, a second savings account. Um, if you're looking, or I would say that would probably be a second checking account. You might have a second savings account where John and Sarah are trying to put money away for their two kids that are going to school. You might have an investment portfolio. You might have a health savings account, and then if both of you are fortunate enough to have a 401k, then you could say, 401k Sarah and 401k John, or you can label it however you like. But again, once you have these all set up, again, when you start your year, you're only going to type in the beginning of the year what you have in these accounts, and then you're not going to touch it for the rest of the year. So your first checking account, if you can't remember, you can just look it up, or you already have written it down in the other page. You've got $500 and you have 200 in your first savings account. We haven't set up a second checking account yet, but we have put away a little bit of money for the kids for college that we haven't touched. We've got $3,000. I haven't started up a investment account yet, but we do have a health savings account, and that keeps auto filling. It says as, which we will change that real quick. There we go. Oh, maybe it doesn't want to say health savings. There we go. And where was I? Okay, so you might have in your health savings account, $1,200, and one of you has a 401k with 4,500 in it, and the other one already has $8,000 in their 401k. So again, this is where, especially with the 401ks, you might not be touching those, and hopefully you're contributing to them, or down the road you will start to contribute up to 15%, which you don't have to right now, depending on what step you're in, but at least now you can track and see, what you have in all of those accounts, because you're probably not going to be transferring at the end of the month money from your primary operating checking account into your 401k, but you might be taking out of your paychecks down the road into your 401k, and that's how that will grow, if that makes sense. So the final thing that you type in here is what your debts are. And at the very beginning of the year, we've already filled this out. We know that Sarah and John have $46,000 in debt. So keep in mind, because this is debt, this is below zero, you would type in a negative or a minus sign, $46,000, and that would be 46,000. So their net worth right now is actually negative, which is going to change very, very quickly. But this also gives you a good idea of where you're at. So that is how you start out your year track. As a little bonus, if you really wanted to, you can track your credit scores and everything. There's plenty of different websites out there that do it for free. But say someone's got a 707 and Sarah's got much better credit, a 798. that would be where you would type it in. So that is how you get this thing started, and we will continue on as we get through.